Hello, this is Dr. Sonja, and welcome back to the Wisdom Vault. Okay. This is something that's very near and dear to my heart. I don't think I've ever shared it out on social media, but I know I cannot be the only one who's ever been through this situation, even where I am right now. It is how to hire the right PR company, public relations, marketing company, whatever you want to call them, how to hire the right one. So let me put this scenario or build the foundation to this conversation. What I realize as you begin to go on your journey to be an amazing person, to be a thought leader, right? To be the person, the go-to person in the marketplace in your particular industry. And if you felt anything like I felt, I was like, I need to be out there more. I need to be teaching more. I need to get in front of more people. Am I the only one who felt that way? You felt that way too, right? I need to be in front of more people. I don't want to be the best kept secret. That's how I began to feel. And you know what I realized? I was starting to feel that way because I was being the best kept secret. So what did I do? I started paying attention to the market and seeing what could I do. And I started thinking, okay, what are these PRs or publicists or whatever they want to call? They all have different names, right? These are the people who are supposed to help you get out there and be seen and being heard. So I believe there's three levels, and I'm going to go through these very quickly, though. I believe there's three levels of PR or publicists that are out there. There's one, I would say they're the PRs that local in your area, right? I'm in Atlanta, Georgia. There are so many PR companies, agencies, public relations, publicists, marketing people that are out there. They're local. And I say they're local, so if you're thinking you want to be out there global or to the world, don't hire just someone local in your area. So some of the questions to ask if they're local, ask them, how far is their reach? I'm smiling because I didn't know to ask these questions when I first got started because I was thinking, I'm about to get me a publicist. Bam, I'm going to get someone. But what I didn't realize, they were just local to the particular area in which I lived. And then there's a second group of people that are out there. They're outside of your state or your city. They have more of a reach. Right? I would say they're the second tier to the publicist marketing and PR area that's out there. And the second tier, they give you the opportunity to get out there and get publications in magazines, right? That are not local to your area. They may get you some local television. They may get you some national per se or in the state of television as well. They may even get some speaking opportunities for you to appear, to do a red carpet and all of those. Those are okay as well. And then there's a third group. I would say more of the national global platform or PR companies is I'm looking at the PR companies that may be the representation for a celebrity, the Oprahs of the world and all of that third level. Now, when you start getting up there, you're investing quite a bit. Now, when I say quite a bit, I'm talking about $10, $20, $30,000 a month because their goal is for you to get out there, be seen, be heard, be on speaking platforms and all of that. Now, one of the downfalls to not knowing these three different levels is you could start investing right now and you're just getting started. I would not go to level 3. I wouldn't even think about level 2. I would start at level 1. You want to know why you start at level 1? Simply because you're going to learn the lay of the land with the publishers that are out there, publishing companies, marketing companies. And the investment is not as hefty as it is on level 2 and level 3, right? So when I first started out, I think it was probably like $1,500 a month. There's some that will do less than there. There's some a couple $100s a month, but they are local. They don't have a reach. That is not for you if you've already been doing a thing. You've been out here. You got a book that's published. You've had some television, right? People reached out to you because you have a friend or a friend that knows you. You don't start there. The number one thing you need to learn is how it's done. And I say how it's done because the things that I know now, if I would have known then, it would have been a beast. And I would have not invested so much money in people who did not hold their word or didn't have a reach. One of the things I know about the PR, if you cannot present yourself to the world, please do not expect someone else to do it for you, right? One of the downfalls with all three of these is if they have other people that they work on, you're in competition, not with just the other published PR companies that are out there. You're in competition with the agency that represents you or the person that represents you because they have other people that they represent. The questions to ask, regardless of what three, is Who are the other people you represent and in what area and what field? Some will tell you, no, we don't do anyone that's in the same field. Level 2 and level 3 is more like that, right? Level 1, sometimes they don't really have that thought of that. But when you're just getting started, if you can't do it yourself, I would get a local agency to help you in this, but just be aware you're looking for someone that you may be not just their only client, but you're the client in that particular area. One of the downfalls with level 2 and level 3 that I've seen as I begin to close this out, with level 2 and level 3 of publicists and PR companies, especially the ones who say they can help you with your book and they can put it out there, be very cognizant. Number one, do not pay them all up front. It may be a little bit more, but do not do it. Read your contract and making sure that they hold their truth of what they say they're going to do. That is one of the biggest downfalls that I've seen. I've invested up to $200,000 with some companies and it wasn't a good fit. Later on, I've invested another $200,000 with someone who said they were going to do, and they didn't do anything at all. But what I decided to do is not hold that industry because of the people who get into this, I call it into the game of helping people be seen and be heard. Just doing my research now has been so important. And one of the biggest things that I found, find a company, please write this down. Find a company, whoever the owner is or the people that are part of the team. Number one, they've done it for themselves. I know that's going to be challenging. If you go to their social media, I know they're going to be mad at me if they're looking at this and they have 3 followers. They have not done it for themselves, per se. They're not even looking at doing it for themselves, but they work for other companies. They've done it for them. I wanted someone who understood what I was about to go through. I wanted someone to understand, don't throw all these things at me. I got a team and I had to hire someone just to help me with my PR company because they have me doing quite some amazing things now, right? This new company that I work with, some amazing things. So I hired a VA just to help and assist with that. But please read your contract. Number 2, ask the right questions. Do not let them come and just say, I work with this. Name dropping is what I call it. We work with this company or this person. We did this, this. So because sometimes they don't tell you, they work with them when that person was at their highest height, right? Ask how long have you worked with them? What did you help them do? Ask, because they're going to drop names. I've seen that so many times. I saw the Oprahs on the list. I saw the Steve Harvey's on the list. I saw all these on there. And what I didn't realize, they worked with them for a short period of time where those people were already at their height. What about the person who's just getting started? What have you done for them? And so, no, regardless of where you are, you got to ask the right questions. Please read the contract, have an attorney read the contract, and start looking at what it is that they promise. And I'll be honest with you, if they haven't done it for themselves, and this is not always the case, but what I've seen, they're probably going to be challenged to do it with you. And ask the question. And one of my most infamous questions that I've asked, have you ever worked with a person of color? Have you ever worked with a woman of color? Because what I realized, my voice is different. Not that my audience is different. I believe I'm the coach and the thought leader for women. It just happens to be like attracts like. But I know that I'm much bigger, which is so bold to say. I'm much bigger. And people have said, well, you should not just be coaching women. No, my voice, my thoughts, my process, this movement is for women. But I always ask, who have they worked with that may look like me? Because sometimes they'll put you out there and you sound like someone else. I said, no, this is the brand that I've created. This is the process that I want to go through. I don't know everything, but I know what God has given me. I know the vision he has given me, and I can see what the future may hold. If you can help me with that, great. Help me be seen and be heard, great. But if not, I go to the next person. So I hope this helps you really think about who is the PR company, the publisher who is going to, publicist, I don't know what publisher, I'm thinking about my book, the publicist who's going to help you on this journey to your next level. I wish you well. Please be diligent in this. And the truth be told, before you get anyone, PR company or agency, you get the party started. Make sure you go live. Make sure there's some content out there about you, because the first thing people are going to do, they're going to go look for you. This is Dr. Sonja. I hope this wisdom vault helps you gain more wisdom about who you need on your team when it refers to a PR agency.